Howdy.
Is there things that you don't like?
There's a lot of things I don't like. I'm very opinionated.
Is there things that you do like?
Oh, yes.
Well, there's things that I don't like. There's things that I do like. And that is what this podcast is about.
There's more things you don't like, I feel like.
I actually have him. He is awake. He's not going to shirk his duties for the rest of the year.
Nope,
Jesse.
I'm here.
And so you're not going to shirk your duties for the rest of the year until what, next week?
I don't plan to.
I bet. But what you want to go over this week? Because this is the Unseen Critics. What do you want to criticize?
I'm going to talk a little bit about Cabin Boy, a little bit about a Netflix movie or Netflix series I watched, and a little bit about Wrestlemania.
Excellent. So, go off of your Netflix series first.
All right. It's a show with Rob Lowe and his son. It's called Unstable. Rob Lowe's kind of like an Elon Musk type person. He's a scientific brain, and his wife passes away, so he's kind of like losing his shit. And it's a comedy, and they have to like get his son to join the company to kind of get his dad back on track. And he's kind of like his dad's whisperer. Like he can get him, to be where he needs to be and participating in board meetings and stuff like that. It is hysterical. I laughed so hard. Like there's 8 episodes. I think I've watched 4, and they are just so good together. Him and his son. The son's hilarious. He reminds me a lot of Jonah Hill for some reason. And I would recommend it to anybody. I think it's hysterical.
I haven't watched anything like in the past couple of days, but out on Netflix, I watched the Waco America's Armageddon or Armageddon in America. I really enjoyed it. Having grown up whenever that was happening, I remember some of the scenes of the compound, but to hear like footage from back then and interviews and things like that, really good watch.
Netflix documentaries are really good usually.
They are really good. I'd definitely give this one a 5-star rating. It was so good. It's like I think there's like 6 episodes of it as well, but I mean you're through with them before you realize it. Because I was like, oh dang, I thought there was more. And you actually like are hoping that there's more. But really good, at behind the scenes stuff and, bringing it to where you can understand it and, make like a judgment. Because, I mean, the FBI and all, they totally screwed up, But definitely worth watching if anybody has Netflix and remembers that and enjoys documentaries. You get a 5-star from me.
I would say, since I didn't rate it Unstable, I'd give 5 stars too. It's hysterical. I love it.
Now,
it's one of those ones like I'm watching. I hope it gets another season.
Yeah, the Waco audio description was fantastic.
Okay, good.
They really didn't, from what I recall, didn't interrupt any speaker or, didn't really too much preemptive tell you something that was going on before it happened. I mean, that's really hard to do with audio description, as you know, like, oh, she gets scared and jumps back, and then it actually happens,
Like, a lot of things that I don't like is in action movies, like, you don't hear the sound effects a lot of times.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep up with everything. I understand it.
And you can't have everything, but
right.
I like to hear the sound effects as well.
There's some audio description though that like seems to blend it well, and there's others that like you can hear the movie or whatever fading out before they say something. I've noticed like 2 different ways of doing it.
And I mean, we've both watched stuff from Blind Mice. Blind Mice seems to really and I appreciate their service. I'm not saying that I don't, because I really do. In fact, I support it whenever I download movies. I'll give a donation. But there are people that are doing it like out of the kindness of their heart, and it seems like they overshadow a lot of the movie. You know, because you can even miss some dialogue in there. And I'm not complaining. I'm just criticizing. You know that I appreciate it, but I mean you do miss some stuff with theirs from time to time. But Netflix, HBO, they usually do really really good about the audio description aspect of you know the stuff. But you wanted to talk about WrestleMania as well. And I'm saving Cabin Boy for last because we've both watched it. And yeah.
WrestleMania
and
was
I've read
2
about
nights.
WrestleMania, so we'll let you talk about it, and then
all right.
Yeah,
WrestleMania was 2 nights, 2 vastly different nights. I mean, there was good matches both nights, but the first night was probably the best top to bottom WrestleMania I've ever seen. Matches were long, they got time, they were insane. Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley was really good. The tag team title match with the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is really good. There wasn't really a bad match on night 1. Night 2, you could tell Vince had his hands in a little bit, especially with the finish of the main event where Roman Reigns won. Everybody thought Cody Rhodes would win. I'm very curious to see where they go here, but it was still good. But it was like, okay, I'm watching WrestleMania, where night 1 was like I'm watching something that has nothing to do with WWE. So I'd give night 1 5 stars and night 2 probably 3.
and I think they're gonna have Cody win the belt at a Madison Square Garden. I wanted him to win. Not necessarily shocked that he didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't shocked either, but I was like, oh, that they said people left so fast after he lost.
Well, I mean, originally I think he was scheduled to win at Madison Square Garden, but then he tore his pec, I think.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, but could have won it at WrestleMania, and I don't think it would have been as sweet for him. Because you know I'm sure he wants to win it where his daddy quote unquote won it but didn't win it. I'm not upset with the finish. I'm upset with the fact that Roman Reigns is the undisputed or whatever champion, and he's a part timer. That has nothing to do with Roman Reigns as a person. It has the fact to do that you have your undisputed champion, your top person, is a part timer. That drives me absolutely crazy. It's
I
stupid.
think they see it as like they're more of an attraction at that then. Like it's more of a big deal.
Your world champion is supposed to carry your company, not show up here and there. You know, that's just the way I look at it. I'm not saying he's not world champion material, but I'm saying if he is world champion, you should be there every show. Not, you know, I'm going to pick and come here, I'm going to pick and come there. That just drives me crazy. I can't stand it. It's not conducive to, you know, doing anything. That's just my opinion, though. But then again, you know, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. So, and the reviews that I read said that night 1 was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Night 2 was
night 2 wasn't awful, like the worst
best.
thing I've seen, but okay.
I really liked that Trish and Lita were in the match. I mean, I was a Trish fan. You know,
they said, boy, did Lita get blown up.
I don't doubt it. But, you know, the reviews that I have read said that, yeah, they still got it. You know, and yeah, so of course I looked up then, and Trish is only like 47 years old. You know, I was like, ooh, I thought she was a little bit older than that.
I did too, actually.
But everything that I've read said night 1 was by far superior to night 2. You know, but anyway, Cabin Boy. Now this is a movie from back in the 90s that
this was from my childhood.
Yes, well, my childhood too, sir.
Right, but I mean, like I don't think you watched it when you were little, right?
I did,
Oh,
yes.
I didn't know you
I
did. Oh, okay.
remembered.
Okay.
I did not think that I had, but some of the scenes was like,
Okay.
oh yeah, I remember that now. I did, however, forget it had one of my favorite actors in it, and I say favorite, one that I really like watching. He was the manager in the Major League movies. Lou Brown was his character's name in the movie.
Okay.
I just really like him. At least that's who it sounded like anyway to me.
Mm.
But it's a movie that you, me, and Steven were talking about
And then it was on sale
having
for
watched.
$4.99 on Audible, or I mean, not Audible,
Yeah,
iTunes.
iTunes. And of course, I got to looking, and I think it's because I bought so many movies from the 90s. I now have a 90s section in there that I can look at for $5, and it was there. And I told y'all about it, and I think we all went and bought it at the same time.
Probably the same day, I think.
Yeah, not sure if Steven already had it or not, but I know me and you bought it the same day. And someone said that I feel really bad that you went and bought it, and I'll pay you $5 if you didn't like it to give you the
I
money
meant that.
back.
I will. Yep.
I didn't like the movie. I want my $5.
Okay.
No, but let's talk about it. Now, I was thinking it had Daniel Stern in it, but I was getting it mixed up with Bushwhacked, which is another
Yeah.
really funny movie. But Cabin Boy, really, really simple setting and storyline,
Easy
but
to follow.
absolutely hilarious. Yes, you
Yes.
don't need to see to know what's going on.
No. He is such a
And I
bitch, though.
yes, such a fun and funny and simple storyline. You know, like the crew stinks. You know, and then they're like, oh yeah,
And they're all
you got to go
assholes.
out. You got to go out and be like the watchdog, and they put him on this little ride, and he just goes like crazy, you know, seeing the Shark Man, and it's an all around good movie. And if it's still on sale on iTunes, definitely go get it for
I
five
love it.
dollars.
I hadn't seen it in years, so I sent it to Katie. I'm like, I'm watching this. She goes, "Oh, doesn't seem like my type of movie." I laughed the whole time. I'm just giggling to
Yeah,
myself.
I thought we had
Especially
decided
that
that
guy.
you
It's
would
like, oh,
not.
it's that guy. He goes, "Oh, you're one of those fancy lads." He's like, "The boat's down there."
Yeah, and
And that one guy, I
the lady.
realize it isn't, but that the Kenny, for some reason, I realized it isn't because I looked it up, but he sounded like Chris Farley to me at first.
Oh, I could have told you it wasn't him. Um, I can't remember who he is,
Andy Richter
but
said.
really, I would
Yeah, it
not have
didn't sound
seen.
like him. Yeah, I didn't think that
Uh-uh.
either.
And the guy that's with the woman on the island, I thought we had decided you would not entertain any more sea guys or whatever you say.
Yes,
And she's like, well, uh, it's just a good, funny, easy
it is.
movie,
It's just,
you know.
and I saw a thing on YouTube. It's like, is this movie as terrible as we remember? Like, people just need to relax and enjoy things for what they are. I don't know. I feel like people are too critical. Like, it's just supposed to
They
be
can be.
stupid and fun.
And as we have named this podcast, the Unseen Critics, you know. But it's a really, really good movie. Highly entertaining. Definitely, well, at least for me, it's worth the $5. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, yep,
you know, I can't say that I'd feel the same way if I had spent 10 for it, which I
yeah.
wouldn't have spent 10 for it, but $5, good purchase. Now I'm just waiting
I think
on
I'm gonna make Katie watch it again or watch it.
yeah, I don't believe
Yeah,
that'll
like that'll
happen.
happen.
Yeah. But I keep waiting on Robin Hood Men in Tights to go on sale. It's at $10, and I'm so close to just getting it
That's
anyway
worth
because I
$10 though. I'd
love that
say.
movie. Oh, it is, it is.
You know what
But
I'm
what
in
really
the mood to
bothers
watch? I
me
think
is,
it's on Netflix. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
sit down, sir.
What
What
really
really
bothers
bothers
you
me is
is
I have I had the DVD to it, so it's like I'm basically buying this movie twice.
mhm.
You know, but yeah, it is what it is. I'll wait till it goes on sale, or maybe get it for birthday or something like that. But what was you saying, sir, that you was so ready to say that you interrupted me?
I think it's on Netflix now, but I really want to watch Beverly Hills Cop again. I haven't seen that in years.
Eddie Murphy?
Yep.
Or Eddie Murray? I think
Murphy.
it's Murphy, ain't it?
Yep.
I ain't seen that in years.
I remember liking it. I just haven't seen it for years.
Oh yeah, there's what, 2 or 3 of those? I think
There's 3, and they're making a 4th one on Netflix. That's why they're all on Netflix now.
Gotcha. Speaking of things that are going to be made, I come across the article, the headline, but couldn't ever find it again to open it back up. I think they're making a Harry Potter series on HBO Max.
I heard about that, but don't know anything about it. It just flashed across my screen on a YouTube video. Breaking news: Harry Potter series, but I haven't.
And you can't find the link to go back and look at it.
Right.
Yeah. Really excited about that. I hope that comes through. But so what you been reading lately? I know you read like several different books at one time.
Well, after my surgery, I figured I'd read a lot, and I really haven't. I'm reading The Adventures of Amina El Sarafi, which I talked about on our other podcast. It's a fun pirate story. And
Right. Kindle or
yeah, it's Kindle, but it's on audio. And I got a review copy of an audiobook. Someone is doing a novelization of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, which is a movie I love. So
corny, but I like it as well. Where did you get that from? I would love to read that.
I somehow when I was on Twitter, this publisher of horror fiction, like independent horror fiction, needed reviewers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can write reviews on Goodreads, and they send out like emails of what they have coming up, and there was something coming up, so I just grabbed a review copy of it.
You might need to do that. Except I'm not on Twitter anymore. I hate Twitter. I hate social media, period. But I've been reading the Wardens of Hycelia and Fate of Wizardoms box set 1 through 3. Really good books. Really enjoy the narrator because it's Travis Baldry, and I love the author Jeffrey L. Kohenek.
Now, what did you say? Books. Fate of Wizardoms, and what's the other series?
That I just got through reading.
No, the other Wizardoms.
Okay, there's a Fate of Wizardoms and there's a Fall of Wizardoms.
Which
all
one's
in box
first?
Sets. Fall.
Shit, I think I bought Fate.
I believe it's Fall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes.
Okay.
I wasn't prepared for that question. Go figure. But I really like them. They're really good reads, getting me away from the lit RPG and get me ready for tomorrow because I cannot wait. Because the newest Noobtown book comes out, and I am exactly James crying. But really, really excited about that. So I'm finished reading for today because I'm not going to start something else because it's hard for me to do that.
Yeah, I get that way. I'm like, if there's a book coming out that I want to read, I make sure not that everything else gets done the day before.
Yeah, I may read something on Kindle because I got several out there that I need to read. But what do you think about somebody suggests something for us to read to give our review, or something for us to watch to give our review
about?
I would
completely be down for that.
Oh yeah, I got something. While we wait on other people to send us stuff, The Night Agent on Netflix.
I've been looking at that. I want to watch it, and I haven't done it yet.
Me too. That's our. I'm not calling it homework because I didn't do homework.
I can make sure we can watch like 1 or 2 episodes maybe for next week.
That'll work. I've heard really good stuff about it.
Just kind of like work our way through it.
Yeah.
Just let me know if you want to do 1 or 2, and I'll.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna watch the Night Agent.
I know, but I mean previews. 1 or 2 for next week, and I'll do it.
Let's go with at least 2.
Okay.
Because I can probably sit there and watch them all.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely send us in some reviews, or some stuff you want us to watch and review. Mostly horror or comedy. I don't know. We're both really into documentaries as well. So
I'll watch anything.
ain't that the truth?
I
He's
mean,
gonna
I would
watch his
say
paint
don't put.
dry.
I never watched that, sir.
It's a new TV show.
Oh.
But yeah, definitely send us stuff if you want us to review it. If it's books or something and we can get access to it, by all means. If you want to buy us a book for us to read, that's all good too. We'll give you an honest review. And something I'm going to put into this podcast because I quit doing the Zombie Diaries because 5 episodes, 3 listens, But I'm doing a zombie diet where I roll on a table, a D100 table, and that's what I eat for that week. And Jesse, doing all of this, I am down to 294 pounds.
Oh, that's good.
I'm happy about it. So we'll keep progress here. And anything else you'd like to criticize?
No, I don't got anything to criticize. I don't think.
I could criticize you, but seeing as
You
we're like
always do that,
brothers
though.
and
That's nothing
everything.
new.
Yeah, but at least I criticize myself too.
Yeah, you do.
Maybe, probably as harsh, if not harsher, than I criticize you. I don't know. Either way,
No, I don't think. So, what did you roll for this week? What do you have? Did you roll on your table?
I have SpaghettiOs with Franks. Also has SpaghettiOs with meatballs. What's ew about hot dogs? You don't eat hot
SpaghettiOs?
dogs? Dude, you've never had ghetto spaghetti, have you?
No, I haven't.
That's macaroni and cheese with cut up hot dogs in it.
Huh.
It's delicious.
I've actually had that, but we never called it ghetto spaghetti.
Well, we've called it ghetto spaghetti, redneck spaghetti, four-man spaghetti. I mean, and the other one is SpaghettiOs with meatballs. What is the other things? I'm trying to remember. I got them wrote down, but I'm not looking at them. I can't remember. Oh well. But it's working for me. Oh yeah, fruit cocktail. Fruit cocktail. It's working for me, and that's what I need right now. Anything else that we want to criticize before we say sayonara?
No, that's it. That's it for me.
That's the only thing I can think of. Remember, go watch Cabin Boy. You can go rent it for $3.99, or you can go buy it for $4.99.
For $4.99.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's what we do.